Ireland would have been the first, it was quite a monumental achievement for little people like me talking about the liquid lie, because it's a sign that a country was willing to break ranks with big alcohol, right? The first to treat alcohol like the carcinogen it is. But last week, all of that changed. Ireland's Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister for Enterprise, under pressure from the US of A, decided to delay the rollout of these labels until 2029. Why? Because if you've been listening to the news or listening to the podcasts out there, American tariffs might hurt Irish whiskey exports. So let's get this straight. They are putting money ahead of medicine.
If a pint of Guinness caused cancer, would you like to know about it? But what if I told you that the Irish government was going to tell you, but now they've decided, nah, we're not going to do that, because they've decided to protect whiskey exports instead of protecting you. They're keeping the truth off the label because the truth hurts profits, and profits matter more than people. This isn't just politics. This is a liquid lie doing what it always does, trading your life for survival. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 1000 Day Sober podcast. My name is Lee Davy. I am not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am someone who lives a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, and I spend every waking moment of that life helping other people do the same, like right now, wearing green because I'm doing a little podcast on the Emerald Isle. You probably didn't hear about it. Most people didn't, right? And that's because silence, invisibility is a favorite move of the liquid lie. But back in 2018, Ireland passed a law where all alcohol would carry health warnings by 2026. They would have been the first country to do so. Clear, graphic truths like this causes liver disease, alcohol causes cancer, not soft language, not marketing spin, real, raw, honest, right? A little bit like they do on cigarettes. And because Ireland would have been the first, it was quite a monumental achievement for little people like me talking about the liquid lie, because it's a sign that a country was willing to break ranks with big alcohol, right? The first to treat alcohol like the carcinogen it is. But last week, all of that changed. Ireland's Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister for Enterprise, under pressure from the US of A, decided to delay the rollout of these labels until 2029. Why? Because if you've been listening to the news and listening to the podcasts out there, American tariffs might hurt Irish whiskey exports. So let's get this straight. They are putting money ahead of medicine, exports ahead of evidence, corporate fear ahead of cancer prevention. And this is what the liquid lie does best. It turns your government into its spokesperson. It turns your body into its battlefield. And you don't even know that the war is happening. Because if you're standing in a pub right now in Dublin, Cork, or Galway, raising a pint to your lips, you're not going to see the warning. And you won't even know that they fought for your right not to know. And most people never will. Because when the liquid lie is this big, this invisible, and here's the real crux, this profitable, it doesn't just hide the truth, it buries it. And they don't give a fuck about me or you. Right, we're going to take a short break. But before we do that, I want you to ask yourself, what other truths have been buried deep to keep the liquid lie alive? And how much longer are you willing to put up with this nonsense? They had their hand up your ass and they're controlling you like a puppet. I, for one, didn't like that. And that is one of the big reasons that I become alcohol-free as fuck 15 years ago, because I don't like people telling me what to do. There you go. All right, have a think about that. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 1000 Days Sober podcast. And before the break, we were talking about Ireland's decision to reverse its decision to put warnings, health warnings on alcohol products. They were going to do it in May 2026. They're now rolling it out to 2029. Now let's see what happens when we get to 2029, eh? But this isn't just a delay in legislation. This is a symptom of a sickness that runs through our entire culture because we've been brainwashed to believe from birth that alcohol is nice, natural, normal, necessary, and noble. And this lie, right? This belief, it's not just in your noggin, it's in all of your laws, it's in your trade deals, it's in your Deputy Prime Minister's press statements. This is why Strive exists, not just to help people stop drinking, but to help them see the truth about alcohol, to wake up from the trance, to recognize that when governments, corporations, and even families choose alcohol over truth, that it's not a personal weakness, it's a cultural sickness. And here's what makes things worse. Alcohol is the only drug on earth where people defend the very thing that's killing them. And if you speak out against it like I am, people think you're a weirdo. And the solution is painted as the problem, and that silence is sold as choice. Today's daily vow. Today I will not drink because I will not wait for the governments to protect me from a substance they profit from. I will not let silence be the reason the liquid life survives another day. The truth is, they will never put a label on that bottle strong enough to undo the damage that has already been done. So I will write my own, with my own choices, with my own voice, with my refusal to play along. Because living a self-led life means no longer asking permission to protect your body, your mind, or your future. Ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful strivers, this isn't about whiskey. It's about waking up to the fact that I've been selling us quiet deaths for years and years and years and calling it culture. If this hit hard with you, please don't keep it to yourself. Pass it on to somebody else who needs to know what is going on here, right? Rate and review the podcast so you get to hear more truth bombs like the one delivered today, and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. If you want to be free from this nonsense, to put alcohol in your rearview mirror and to live a self-led life alcohol-free as fuck, email me at thestrivemethod@gmail.com and I'll tell you more about our new course, The Strive Foundations. Right, you ready to take the Sovereign Vow with me? One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take a big deep breath. I am a striver who is alcohol-free as fuck. And today I will not drink because that is not what I do and that is not who I am. Until tomorrow, much love and strive on, everybody.